Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this really glamorous, really fierce, dark lady slash witch look. This is one that I really loved and it kind of reminds me of the Vex Girls from that one Scooby-Doo episode, if anyone remembers that. They were like a band and they were witches. Or were they Wiccans or something? I don't know. They were really cool though. So I am going to start by priming my lips since we are using such a dark lipstick. I want to make sure they're nice and soft, and also priming my skin. This is just the MAC skin base, and it's not really a pore filling foundation, but it really does keep your makeup on. So if you want a pore filling foundation, I suggest the Professional or the Smashbox Photo Finish. For my brows, I'm using the Milani Dark Brown Pomade with the little brush that comes with it. I just find this brush works really well. And for this brow, I'm making them pretty arched, but also natural, but very thick and filled in. I'm not ombreing them at all, I'm filling them in completely. And this is a really dark brown gel, so it will match if you have really dark hair. But I didn't add any fibers or powders. I wanted the brow to be borderline harsh so that it looked very dark and kind of sinister almost. Like, we are witches, so you want it to be very dark and evil looking. So now I'm just using the Professional foundation from Maybelline. Not the Professional, the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. What am I talking about? I'm putting this all over my face. And I'm going to blend it out with a Beauty Blender little knockoff from Walgreens. But this foundation works really well with this look. And as you can see, it's a bit paler than my skin in this video. But that is okay because I would have used a paler foundation anyway. As long as it matches your neck, you are good to go. And that's why I'm wearing a turtleneck, so I can cheat and not have to paint the rest of my body. If you want details on this costume, I will leave them down below. It's just a bodysuit from Forever 21 and some black jeans. I didn't really show the full costume because I didn't have a ton of time for this video, but there will be lots of videos coming up where I show you the entire costume. So after you get this all blended out, we're going to add some concealer. This is the Physicians Formula concealer in Fair, like Fair Light, I think. And then I am just laying this all down with a translucent powder from e.l.f. This is my favorite one right now. And I'm just using a brush. I didn't want it to go cakey, so I used a brush instead of the powder puff. Taking the NYX eye base, I'm just going to put this all over my eyes so we have a nice intense color. So I'm going to wet my brush with some fixing spray and take this color Pluto from the BH Galaxy Chic palette. And I'm going to pack this on my lid. It's a really cool like gunmetal purple, and I thought it would be perfect for this kind of look. So I'm using this on a MAC 252 brush and packing it on, and it really goes on like liquid metal, and it gives you a little bit of blue reflect too, so it gives you this really kind of smoky duochrome iridescent like witch realness. So now I am taking this light color called Aphrodite on a blending brush, and this brush is dry, I should add. The shadows are baked, so you can use them either way, and I am putting this in the crease and the outer V to give us some dimension and a little bit of highlight. When I put this color on, I really saw it coming together as this like mystical, ethereal being who is also like super badass and evil. So that's what I am going for here. Taking this darker purple, I'm just going to darken the outer edges of the crease to give us a little bit more depth and dimension and give us that really fierce, maleficent angle with our eyes. I kept the angle pretty sharp, but not too precise that you need to use like tape or a card or anything like that. Going into the Stila palette, I'm going into that middle color and I am blending it all over the top of my brow. This gives us a really nice highlight. This is the Stylish and Soul palette, and I've had it for a really long time, and I don't even know if they make it still, but just a champagne-y kind of color on the brow will do. From that same palette, I'm taking this dark purple, and I'm blending it underneath my lash line. So I'm just blending this to create kind of a little bit of a smoky effect. I didn't want to use black because I still want the eyes to be pretty bright. And now I'm just smoking that out with a Delium Cosmetics brush. This is a blending brush I always use. I can't think of the number. But I'm just blending this out a little bit, not taking it too far down so it looks like we got punched in the face, but just enough so that it looks like it's been worn and we've been casting spells and making potions. So now I am doing winged eyeliner. Of course, if you're going to be a fierce witch, you have to have a super strong wing, and I'm just using liquid liner from NYX. You can also use a pencil liner if you want. I think that would be really pretty, but I wanted this shiny liner to match the kind of shimmers and glitters that we have on the rest of the eye. I really love how these purples work together. I think they're so pretty, and they really complement green eyes, and actually brown eyes too I think would look really pretty. So if you have those color eyes or even those colored contacts, I think it could look really, really cool and just super bright and pretty. For the lashes, I'm just using a volumizing mascara from Ulta, and I'm putting this all over my lashes because I didn't want to use fake lashes, but you totally can if you want to. So now I am contouring with my NYX bronzer and an angled brush. I wanted super, super snatched contour just so that we had a really sharp look. I don't know why, but I always associate witches with having really good bone structure. Maybe it's because I love like the Disney villains and they always have super high, sharp cheekbones. And they say like triangles are seen as more evil, like when it comes to face shape, than circular shapes. That's why like Pooh Bear is all round and then Maleficent is very angular. I don't know, but I guess it kind of makes sense. So I am putting this in my hairline as well and underneath my jaw so that I have the bone structure I was not born with. But this bronzer is really great for this because it does have a bit of a warm tone. So when you're doing your like cheekbones and your jawline, it doesn't look like you have a beard, and it blends out really, really nicely without making you look ashy. For me, cool tone blushes and not blushes, contours always make me look really ashy and like I haven't eaten in weeks, and just gives me like too much of a contour, if that makes sense. Going into this super pink blush from Sephora, I am just blending this all over my cheeks. Not a ton, but just enough to give us a little bit of color and life back in our face because we are a fierce witch. We don't want to be, too gaunt looking or like hollowed out. Now I'm taking this yellow diamond highlighting powder from Ulta. I'm putting this all over my cheeks to enhance our cheekbones even more. And I'm just using a flat blush brush from e.l.f. It's a super good brush for this, and I'm putting it on my nose and on my cupid's bow to enhance our lips, and of course above my brow bone to make us look super arched. So for my lips, I decided to use Oh Put It On from NYX, and this is a liquid suede. It's the perfect like blackish purple. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any more of my Halloween looks coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye!